Hello, welcome to Yoga TX. I'm Jen Hilman, and today we are starting day 6 of our Chakra Series, exploring each of the 7 energy centers of the body in greater detail and incorporating some exercises that are going to help us. So today we are looking at Chakra 6, the third eye. So this energy center is located kind of between and just above the eyebrows, but really kind of in the center of the brain, in the center of the skull, is traditionally where we would think about the third eye being located. And the color associated with the third eye is royal blue, or like a deep indigo blue. So whenever you're feeling an imbalance or wanting to meditate on your third chakra, you could visualize that deep indigo blue right there in the center of your skull. And the third eye really has a lot to do with our intuition. Whenever you have a hunch, or when you have a moment when the light bulb comes on and you suddenly have a brilliant idea, that's the third eye really awakening and connecting you to that infinite field of possibilities, which is outside of yourself. So that third eye really helps to awaken, again, that intuition and even a sense of inspiration when those ideas come to you seemingly out of nowhere. And imbalances in the third eye chakra could result in even something like chronic headaches. That can come from tension in the neck, dealing with the throat chakra, but it can also come from tension in our mind and imbalance in the third eye. And you can also be experiencing maybe feelings of lacking inspiration, or feeling somewhat directionless or confused, not really sure where you should go or what direction you should move. These are signs that it's time to strengthen and tune in to your third eye and help to develop those senses. So go ahead and like this video and save it in your favorites so that you can come back and access these exercises easily whenever it's time. So just a little bit more that I want to say about the third eye, and then we are going to get moving, get going on your mat. So just stay with me. I want to say that some of the exercises we're going to be doing today have to do with a yogic practice called drishti. So drishti is a Sanskrit word that refers to a single pointed focus. So we're going to be talking about our eyes, not just the third eye, but our actual eyes. So the way that this applies in our yoga practice is that we start to exercise the visual focus. There's this saying that where your eyes go, your attention goes, your awareness goes. And so as we move through our practice today, I'm going to be giving you some cues of specific places to focus your eyesight. And I want you to pay special attention and notice how your practice is different, or how it transforms when you're actively and mindfully using your focus. So you can leave your comments below. I'd love to hear how your practice is awakening and transforming by really utilizing that drishti, that mindful focus with your eyes. So we're going to start with a few exercises to actually strengthen the muscles around your eyes. And then as we move into the more physical part of our practice, we're going to be exploring some balancing poses, which require a tremendous amount of focus, and using a drishti, a concentrated gaze, is an extremely powerful tool in helping you to master some of those balancing poses. So I've got a great practice for you, and I'm excited to share with you. Go ahead and favorite this video, and we are going to prepare to begin. So to start today, we're going to begin with some visual eye exercises. And so you can be in a seated position, just sitting on the floor or in a chair if that's most comfortable for you. But I do recommend that you practice these exercises actually sitting on your knees. Now, I know some of you may not be able to comfortably do that, so of course you're welcome to sit in any way that feels comfortable and supportive. But this posture, kneeling, is a little bit more energizing, and it allows you to achieve an upright posture with minimal amount of effort, which is what we're going for here, okay? So find yourself in that comfortable seat, and then open your eyes really big, like you're excited or surprised, right? So already you're starting to strengthen those muscles around your eyes. And now we're going to use your focus and turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep your chin right where it is. Open your eyes really big and turn your gaze up towards the ceiling, and actually look up as high as you can with your eyeballs. And you're going to feel a sensation like those muscles around your eyes are stretching. All right, and then keep your eyes open as wide as you can. You know, blink when you need to, but keep stretching your eyes open. And then we're going to shift your gaze towards the right, looking as far to the right as you can. Keep your eyes open, stretch your eyes, looking over to the right side. And then we're going to look down. Now the temptation would be to turn your chin down or even let your eyelids droop. Keep your eyes open, stretching wide open and looking down as best you can. Try and keep your chin level, looking down. And then we're going to look to the left, stretching your eyes open. And if your eyes start to water, it's no big deal. It's cleansing and purging through your eyes. So just let your eyes water. Again, blink as you need, but then just come right back. Let's come back to center focus. And now we're going to move the other direction. So open wide and look your eyes up. Up, up, up. Feel that stretch. Yeah, great. And then we're going to shift the gaze towards the left. Try not to turn your face, but keep your chin center as you open your eyes and really stretch your gaze over to the left as far as you can. You should really feel it. You should be feeling a sensation through your eyes. And then we're going to start looking down. All right? Just notice the temptation to let your eyes close or to turn your chin down. Resist that urge, keeping your chin level, keeping your eyes open, looking down as best you can. And then we shift your gaze to the right, looking as far to the right as you can. And these eye exercises are extremely helpful for just eye health in general. So come back to center focus. So I really encourage you to use these eye exercises anytime you can, even if you're like at a stoplight in traffic. Just stretch your eyes open and look in 4 directions. These are awesome exercises to practice. I've got one more great eye exercise for you. So same idea. Open your eyes nice and big, really bright eyes. Then you're going to look in the direction of your third eye, right? Looking up towards your third eye. Keeping your eyes open. You can always blink as needed. And then shift the gaze to the nose. Eyes wide, looking right here at the tip of your nose. Then shift your gaze up to the third eye and down to the nose. So that's our exercise. Do that a few more times. Keep your eyes as wide open as you can. Look up to the third eye. Look down to the nose. A couple more times. Up to the third eye. Down to the nose. Third eye. Nose. And come back to central focus. Yeah, and just let your eyes kind of assimilate, coming into that single pointed focus. All right. So just roll your head around a few times, loosening up your neck. You can go in both directions. Notice any tightness or tension in the neck. All right. So now we are going to move our bodies and still keep working with this focus, okay? So go ahead and move into a tabletop position. You can come right up onto your hands and knees. Bringing your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. I would recommend for now, just go ahead and close your eyes. So you're bringing your awareness and your focus inside. Then from here, open your heart, lift your tailbone to the sky, stretch your front body. Then exhale and round your spine, scooping your belly button in, tuck your tailbone down, tuck your chin to your chest. Then inhale and reverse, open through your heart, lifting your tailbone to the sky. Doing cat and cow here. Exhale and round your spine. This is just a chance to start to warm up your spine a little bit, just getting some movement going. So just be real organic and natural with this movement. There's no need to rush. There's also no need to pay attention to any particular form. Just move in a way that feels good to your spine. And in fact, you can even start to make circles with your ribs or circles with your spine. You can shift your weight front and back. Let your eyes be closed and just explore in any natural, organic way, inviting movement that feels good in your spine. All right, so just take a couple more breaths here, exploring and warming up your spine. And then slowly make your way back to center. And if you can here, really keeping your eyes closed, scooch your knees back. Scooch, that's an official yoga term. So scooch your knees back a few inches, just a little bit behind your hips. Tuck your toes underneath you. Press firmly through your whole hand, through your fingertips and your knuckle mounds, all the way through your whole hand. Then start to lift your hips up and press yourself back to downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet, take some deep breaths here. This is really just a nice gentle warm-up, you guys, so it doesn't have to be anything too serious, right? Just explore your body, starting to move. This is why the eyes are closed, because this isn't about form. This isn't about outward appearance. It's about inward sensation, so feel your body. This is one of the most important things we can do, and one of the best ways to get in touch with your third eye is to connect intentively upon your feelings. Feel your body, feel your breath, feel your emotions, right? Connecting to that feeling self. This allows us to move out of the physical world and into the more subtle realms of our being. So after you have explored your shape, just take another cycle of breath, breathing into your downward facing dog. And again, keep your eyes closed, making small little steps. Start to walk your feet forward, right? You don't have to look. You can just take one step at a time, walking forward until you can fold over your legs. Always remember that you can bend your knees as much as you need, so you don't have to stress or strain here, right? You want to find a nice, easy posture. Not that it's easy, but it should be approachable. How about that? All right, so just folding forward over your legs. Again, you can shift side to side. You can twist your upper body right and left. Anything to warm up your posture. Then slowly we're going to come to stand. Unroll your spine. Sink your tailbone towards the earth. Unroll the lumbar vertebra. Stacking your way up through the thoracic spine. Your arms and shoulders will just relax naturally into place. And then your head is the very, very last thing to come up. And you might make your way up to a standing position. And slowly start to open your eyes, taking in the view. All right. So now you've got a little bit of movement happening in your body. We're going to take 3 rounds of our sun salutation with a guided focus, and I'll talk you through that, okay? So if you've been practicing with me all week, you should be kind of familiar with our sun salutation. So you can follow the cues, but most importantly today we want to really be disciplined and think about where that focus is going, okay? So go ahead and start standing at the top of your mat. You're going to root down through your feet and lift up through your legs. Lift up through your waist. Let your collarbones be broad as your shoulders melt down your back. Lift up through the back of your skull, up through the crown of your head, and the gaze here is out across the horizon. So if you just imagine like you're watching a beautiful sunset and it's way far out in front of you, that's where your gaze is, all right? So looking past your immediate surroundings and out to the open horizon in front of you. As you breathe your breath in, extend your arms up overhead. Press your palms together, lift your gaze up towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold your body forward. Let your gaze come forward to the tip of your nose. Focus at the tip of your nose as you exhale and fold forward completely. Then inhale, lift your spine halfway up, and your gaze extends out about 4 feet out in front of you. Lifting your spine, open through your chest, find that focal point on the ground. Then exhale, fold your body down, focus to the nose. Plant your hands on your mat, step your feet back, coming to plank pose, and again, your focal point is right there on the floor, a few feet in front of you. So just find that point on the floor and do not move your gaze from there. Inhale, open through your chest, fill your lungs with air. Then as you exhale, you can lower to your chaturanga pose. Remember, you can always keep your knees on the floor if you need. Most importantly today, focus your drishti. Then release your body down. Keep your focal point to the floor as you prepare for your cobra pose. Roll your shoulder bones to the sky. Inhale, lift your heart, open your throat, lift your gaze up towards your third eye. Looking your gaze back towards your third eye, open through your chest, engage the muscles in your back. Then as you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press to your downward facing dog, and now your gaze goes in towards your belly button. Meanwhile, your hips lift higher and higher, so your belly button is moving farther and farther away, but that's where your focus is, right there towards your center, your belly button. Take another deep breath in your downward facing dog here. Then at the end of your exhale, we're going to come to the top of your mat. You can take a big step, you could take a few baby steps, or you can hop forward if you like. Folding over your legs, bring your focus to your nose. Inhale, lift your spine halfway up, focus at the floor. Exhale, fold your body down, focus back to the tip of your nose. Then inhale, we're going to stand all the way up. Press your palms together overhead, lift your gaze up to your thumbs. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center, gaze out to the horizon. All right, so we'll move through that cycle a couple more times, warming up your body. Inhale, gaze up to your thumbs, breath in. Exhale, fold forward, gaze to your nose. Inhale, extend your spine, lifting halfway up. Gaze focal point at the floor. Exhale, fold it down. Drishti back to your nose. Plant your hands firmly on your mat. Step back to your plank pose and find that gaze on the floor again, a few feet in front of you. Knees up or down, your choice. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, keep that focus as you lower to your chaturanga, right? So lose yourself in your focal point. Then release your body down. Bring the tops of your feet to the floor. Roll your shoulder bones to the sky. Inhale, curl your heart up. Lift your gaze up to your third eye. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Drawing your gaze in towards your belly button, towards your center. Take a couple cycles of breath here and really focus on your belly button with your gaze, and your attention is in your whole body. What's happening with your feet? What's happening with your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your legs? Let this inward focus bring more awareness of your whole body at one time. Then we prepare to move. On your next inhale, step your feet forward. And extend your spine, reaching your gaze forward towards the floor. Exhale, fold it in. Focus at your nose. Then we stand up. Extend your arms overhead. Press your palms together. Lift your gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, bringing your hands to prayer at heart center and gaze out to the horizon. Last cycle here, sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold it down, gaze to your nose. Inhale, lift your spine, gaze at the floor. Exhale, fold, gaze to your nose. Spread your fingertips wide, step back to your plank pose. Find that drishti on the floor. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, lower down, hover in your chaturanga pose. Then lower your body all the way down to the floor. Keep your gaze focused. Bring the tops of your feet to the floor. Roll your shoulder bones to the sky. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your throat, lift your gaze up to your third eye. Then exhale, press yourself back to downward facing dog, gazing in towards your belly button. Taking some nice breaths here, settling into your posture, energizing your posture, gazing in towards your belly button. And at the end of your exhale, we step or walk or hop forward. As you fold over your legs, draw your gaze to your tip of your nose. Inhale, extending your spine, looking out at the floor in front of you. Fold it down, coming back to that focus at the tip of your nose. Then we're going to stand all the way up, pressing your arms up overhead. Lift your gaze to your thumbs. Then exhale, bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. And again, we focus the gaze out over the horizon. All right, so you can see how using this drishti, this pointed focus, really has the power to transform your practice and take you a lot deeper. So we're going to take this one step further and start looking at some of our balancing poses. So spread your toes wide apart on your mat, rooting your feet down. We're going to start by shifting your weight into the left leg, and you can go ahead and bend your knee. So you start to sink down into that left leg. Now, cross your right leg over your left leg, and you might even be able to hook this foot around. If that doesn't happen, it's okay. You can just squeeze everything into the middle. You might even use your right toe as a little kickstand to help you balance. So this is the bind for the legs. Then the arms go right under left, right? So the left arm comes on top and the right arm goes on bottom. And you're going to try to bring the palms together. So we're in eagle pose. And here your gaze again looks out to the horizon. So you're going to have to look past your arms and hands, Look past the wall in your room. Look out beyond everything that's in your immediate perception. So you are looking out to the horizon, out in front of you. Then we're going to change the focus, change the shape. Unwind your legs, unwind your arms. Extend everything back behind you as you hinge forward. Find your drishti on the floor. Focusing on the floor, that beautiful drishti point, someplace that's not moving. This will help you maintain your balance. Keep that drishti on the floor. We're going to move to warrior two. Bend your standing leg, reach back with your right toes to land softly on the floor. Extend your arms out to the side, look past your fingertips, past the wall, out to the horizon. Energize your shape, energize your breath, looking with a strong, focused gaze. Turn your left palm to the sky. Reach up and back, shifting your focus, looking out towards your fingertips now, so your gaze is actually at your hand, looking to the tips of your fingers. Then we come back to that warrior two position, looking out beyond. And now one last little balancing pose in this sequence. You can bring your right hand to your hip. You can step your right foot in a little closer. Then bring your left fingertips to the floor. Come back to that focal point on the floor. Then we're going to lift the right leg up and back behind you, stacking your hips open, stacking your shoulders. Ardha Chandrasana, standing crescent moon. Keep your gaze at the floor. This will help you to maintain your balance. Then release your right hand down. Reach your right toes up to the sky as best you can. You can even start to fold your gaze in towards the tip of your nose. Then release your right foot down to the floor. Inhale to lift halfway up, looking at your floor. Exhale and fold, coming back in to see the tip of your nose. Then inhale to stand all the way up. Press your palms together, looking at your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer at heart center, gazing out beyond the horizon. So we'll try the other side, see what happens. Shift your weight into your right leg and bend into your knee so you start to lower your weight down towards the earth. Cross your left leg over your right knee and you just see what's possible if you can get that bind. If not, no worries. Today we're really focusing on the gaze. Bring your left arm underneath this time. Left arm under, right arm over. Bringing your palms as close together to touch as you can. And now again, the gaze stays out far beyond the horizon. So you feel your shape. This is eagle pose. I like to imagine myself as an eagle. You know, they have such amazing clear vision and they can see so far long distances. So as you sit into this pose, imagine yourself as this eagle and you can see so far away. That's where your focus is. Now we're moving to warrior three. We're going to shift the focus to the floor. Unwind your shape. Extend your foot behind you, extend your arms behind you, and find your focal point on the floor. So really anchor yourself to your focal point, to your drishti. So what you see on the floor, that is your stable point. Now we're going to move into our warrior two position. So bend into your right leg, reach those left toes back so you land softly on the ground. Extend your arms out evenly to both sides
And we're looking out to the horizon again, beyond the fingertips. Turn your palm to the sky. Reach up and back, reversing your posture. Look to your fingertips directly. Keep lunging in your front leg, okay? Don't give up your posture just because you're focusing on your gaze. Make it strong. Make it powerful for yourself. Then come back to your warrior two, looking out over the horizon. We're moving now to Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon. So you can bring your left hand to your hip, your left foot in a little closer. Then bring your right fingertips to the floor and find your gaze. As you shift your weight into your right foot, extend your left leg up and back behind you. Make that left leg very strong and powerful. And again, stay connected to your focal point. It's up to you if you want to keep your hand on your hip or extend your left arm to the sky. That's really like the cherry on top of the pose. That's not the most important part. So it's up to you what you do with that top arm. Just make sure that you're fully invested in the rest of your pose. Then release your left hand down. Stretch your left toes up to the sky as much as you can, folding forward. Look your gaze to your nose. Then release your left leg down, folding forward. Inhale to lift and lengthen your spine, looking your gaze forward towards the floor. Then exhale and fold it down, looking your gaze back to your nose. Then again, we inhale and rise up, standing all the way up. Press your palms together and lift your gaze up to your thumbs. Then exhale and release your hands down to prayer at heart center. Nice work, everybody. So it's this final exercise that we're going to do for strengthening the third eye is a little meditation. So you can go ahead and come to sit on the floor. And if it's more comfortable to you and you'd like to end your practice in Shavasana, you're welcome to lay down as well. And go ahead and close your eyes here, just softening your face, softening your breath. And even with your eyes closed, move your eyeballs so that your gaze is moving in towards your third eye. Right, so your eyes, your energy is still moving into that third eye point, even though your eyes are closed. And as you breathe here, go ahead and visualize that deep blue indigo light. And see it just glowing there, illuminating like a lighthouse. Keep your focus at the third eye and take some deep breaths here. Notice whatever sensations are coming up for you. You can repeat silently to yourself this third eye mantra. I trust myself. I listen to my inner voice. I am guided by my inner wisdom. I trust myself. I listen to my inner voice. I am guided by inner wisdom. I trust myself. I listen to my inner voice. I am guided by inner
wisdom. Please feel free to enjoy your meditation for as long as you like. This is a very special space you've created for yourself, so please enjoy it. And as you come out of your meditation, I would love to hear your feedback and find out how this drishti practice is affecting your physical postures. And don't forget to subscribe to the Yoga TX channel. We've got tons of great videos coming out for you all the time, and this way you can get access to the rest of the videos in our series, discovering and exploring the 7 chakras. We've also got some awesome full-length videos that you can download from the website, yogatx.org. You can also visit my website, jenhilman.com, to discover lots of workshops and retreat opportunities to come and practice with me in person. So I look forward to seeing you and meeting you at one of my programs. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're feeling enlightened and awakened and more connected to your inner voice. Have an awesome day, you guys. Namaste. Exhale back.
And come all the way up to center. Bring your right hand across to your left knee, your left hand behind you. And just take a gentle twist through your spine.